Coming off a hard-fought 7-game series championship against TNT, ngayon nahaharap ang Ginebra sa isang pagsubok na many of us expected even before last conference ended. Pagod ang mga players. And unfortunately, merong ding mga injuries. So, ang tanong ngayon, despite all of these challenges, makakaulit ba ang Ginebra ng championship? Mahirap na tanong, sagutin. Pero we can kind of have an idea if we look at one factor at a time. Ito yung mga para sa akin na if ever na mangyari, gives them a better chance to compete for a championship. So, hello mga kabarangay. Sa video na to, ililista ko yung mga bagay na para sa akin kung mag-manifest would give Ginebra a better chance to compete for a championship. Ito ang ating conference preview. Number 1 is going to be a team effort. Malaking kawalan talaga yung scoring ni Justin Brownlee. Sa last 10 years ni Brownlee with Ginebra, they really, relied on Justin Brownlee's ability to attract defenses. Whether umiscore man yan, mag-playmake man yan, or kung anumang intangibles, yung Justin Brownlee kasi, kumbaga for me, siya yung anchor ng Ginebra na to. Nakita natin, when they tried to, bring in Charles Garcia, alam naman natin anong naging resulta, absolute fail. They brought in Tony Bishop who was kind of okay, pero hanggang dun lang. Ginebra also failed that conference kasi Tony Bishop didn't have a go-to move. Hindi siya yung kumbaga yung import na okay, give us a bucket and then makakakuha siya. Tony Bishop was more of a defender. Kumbaga may Jamie Malonzo na sila noon, may Tony Bishop pa. So kind of redundant. Pero ngayon with Riley Grigsby, I think Riley Grigsby can kind of fill in some of Justin Brownlee's contributions pero not fully kasi iba pa rin yung Brownlee, pero Riley Grigsby hopefully could be a reliable import for Barangay Ginebra. So ngayon, 'di ba, especially wala rin si Scotty ngayon, ay 6 to 8 weeks ng conference, kumbaga simula wala si Scotty Thompson. So para makabuelo agad ang Ginebra, kakailanganin talaga ng ibang players na mas mag-increase yung production nila. Sustained collective effort talaga. Players like Stephen Holt, Jeremiah Gray, Ralph Koo are all expected to at least have a small increase sa output nila kasi we cannot expect Riley Grigsby na punan lahat ng nawala. And RJ Abarientos na punan din yung nawala kay Scotty Thompson. Hopefully, manggaling siya sa ibang players like especially si Stephen Holt. Pero bago yun, pangatlong factor muna para sa akin ay si RJ Abarientos. Kapag nag-increase palalo yung production niya, na-keep up niya yung BPC level play niya. So last conference si RJ Barrientos sa Commissioner's Cup, best player of the conference, he averaged 20 points, 3.5 rebounds and 5 assists. He also shot almost 42% from 3 on very high volume, 7 attempts per game yon. And si RJ Barrientos ang leading scorer na local para sa Barangay Ginebra with 20 points. Now with Justin Brownlee being out and also Scotty Thompson being out, kumbaga, I will mention this later pero sasabihin ko na din na itong conference na to, it's either going to be RJ Abarientos taking the next step. Kumbaga, mag-aala Robert Bolick siya na lahat tatakbo sa kanya. Itong 20 points na to mag-i-increase. Maybe the assists as well would increase. Yung percentages maybe bumaba ng onte kasi higher volume. Pero pwedeng ganun or pwede rin na yung ibang players like mag-step up and RJ Abarientos could lead them pero overall team effort like we've mentioned kanina. Diba, ayun na nga without JB, without Scotty, ang best option pa rin talaga ng Ginebra to generate advantages and scoring opportunities would be RJ Barrientos. Baka mas i-embrace pa nila lalo this conference yung pace and space nila na in-explore nila last conference. Hopefully, di ba, mas mag-expand pa yun. So another player na we're going to talk about briefly ay si Stephen Holt. Kasi without Scotty Thompson, hindi pwedeng lahat kay RJ mapunta. And we cannot expect Jeremiah Gray in 2026, di ba? Nasaluhin na naman si Stephen Holt kagaya nung ginawa nung finals. And I hope ito na talaga yon. Kasi at this point, feeling ko sawang-sawa na rin tayong lahat sa topic na to kagaya ko. And we do this every start of conference na, sana mag-step up si Stephen Holt. Pero sana please naman utang na loob. Sana ito na yon. Sana umangat na ulit yung production or umangat lang in general yung production ni Stephen Holt. Kahit na lang yung butas na nawala ni Scotty Thompson, yun na lang yung punan niya, masaya na ako. Yung ibig sabihin nun, hindi na kahit 15 points, kahit mga 10 to 12 points na lang, okay na sa akin yun. As long as nag-a-attempt siya tumira, especially from the outside. Kasi last conference, he averaged 8.1 points, almost 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Yun na yun, wala na ako, kagaya ng sabi ko dito sa sinulat ko, wala na akong side comment. Yun na yun, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 3 and D guy, As in talagang kinareer niya na yun. Pero hopefully, since wala si Scottie and si Brownlee this conference, tumaas tong numbers na to to even 10 and a half. Okay na yun. Kasi sayang naman, kaya naman niya. He just doesn't shoot. So, pang-apat na ating pag-uusapan ay si Riley Grigsby, ang panibagong import ng Barangay Ginebra. Could it be the right choice? Ako naglilin ako towards yes. Maraming magsasabi na bakit di na lang kumuha ng mas talented, mas sikat, mas makakaasa ka na mas magpo-provide ng consistent na, production and not some unknown player from the US na first time nating marinig lahat ng pangalan. Pero to be fair, si Justin Brownlee, nag-start din naman siya as ganun. And with RJ Barrientos potentially being the main man ngayon, nakikita ko na si Grigsby can be a complementary two-man game partner para kay RJ Barrientos. And with all honesty, ang tingin ko kasi sa Grigsby pick na to, yung Justin Brownlee theory ko kanina na he's either going to be great, sobrang mediocre, or the worst. I don't know if tama yung pagkaka-explain ko, pero kasi hindi natin alam yung expect natin eh. He's either going to be super good or super bad or super mediocre. Though kita ko sa mga videos sa Facebook na shooter naman talaga si Grigsby. So malay natin, 'di ba? This guy is a 6'5 version of Jalen Johnson or Benny Boatwright. Which would be perfect for Ginebra, especially ngayon na mas naglilina sila with pace and space, RJ Barrientos, pick and roll, etc. And number 5, hindi man siya obvious, pero ang Barangay Ginebra, meron naman silang depth. Nakita natin sa series against TNT, nag-struggle yung Locals ng Ginebra, pero by design kasi yun talaga yung defensive scheme ni Coach Chot Reyes nung serye na yun. Pero if you look at the players available, wala pa rito si Grigsby, so let's add another maybe 20 plus points per game dito. Makikita natin at yung players ng Ginebra, yung available players nila are decent. May depth sila. They just play 5 to 6 players, heavy minutes talaga. Pero yung susunod doon, puro mga quality players eh. Kumbaga, itong batch na to, ito yung mga heavy minutes club. Ito yung mga naglalaro from 40 to 20 minutes. And si Japet, even though 17 minutes lang yung average, I consider him part of this group kasi kumbaga maximum na yan sa edad and sa estado ng Japet Aguilar ngayon. Pero overall, kung pupunta naman tayo sa second batch, Jeremiah Gray, Nard Pinto, Ralph Koo, Isaac Go, these are all quality minute players na solid bench players yan na nakaset na yung expectations mo na okay, si Jeremiah Gray is going to put in 110% of effort sa mga loose ball. Sometimes he'll take a bad shot, pero yung effort lagi nandyan and occasionally iinit yan. Makakashoot ng 3-pointer yan or at the very least attempt man lang. Si Nard Pinto, same thing pero sa guard position. Is going to play solid defense, is going to put in 110% effort, and is going to make an occasional 3-pointer. Ralph Koo naman is going to be more of a spacer, playmaker, connective passer. Pag pinasok mo siya doon, expect him to shoot 3-pointers, make the right pass, execute their offense, make the right play. Same with Isaac Go, pero big man naman siya. Isaac Go is going to be there for spacing purposes, rebounding. Some would consider him a defensive liability sometimes, pero yung pick and roll defense niya for me is quite underrated, to be fair. Sa 10 minutes, di ba, hindi na masama yung meron kang 3 points, meron kang solid rebounding and solid size sa loob ng court. And then meron ka namang Norbert Torres. If hindi gumagana si Isaac Go, you could put a Norbert Torres there. Magic bullet, biglang puputok ng 10 points. Or si John Abis na pinapasok ng finals against TNT is going to play solid basketball. Though rookie yan, di ba? Magkakamali yan. Pero he's going to play solid basketball. And wala sa listahan, wala siya sa real GM. I don't know, maybe kasi hindi ganong naglalaro. Pero there's also Sonny Esteel over here na pwede rin pang magic bunot. Occasionally, di ba? Gamitin, mag-provide ng solid 2 to 4 points on very limited minutes pero enough to give them a lift. So yung Ginebra, meron silang depth. Talagang meron lang silang, kumbaga, 5 to 6 players including the import, maybe 7 players na talagang heavy minutes pero after nun, sulit na sulit yung tig 12 minutes, 11 minutes. Hindi talaga pinapahiya ng bench ng Ginebra yung Ginebra. Though of course hindi naman lagi naka-on pero 'di ba? These are quality players off the bench. So ayun, this conference to me hindi sobrang mataas yung expectations ko. I just hope na 'di ba they play good Ginebra basketball. Yun na lang. Kahit maglaro man lang sila ng okay above average basketball, give themselves a chance and maybe sa playoffs we see the experience, we see the championship poise and mentality come out and they find a way to get back to the final stage. Maybe at that time Brownlee na, pero ako personally pagpahingahin na si Brownlee, kita-kits na natin 2027, di ba? Tama yung decision for me to let Brownlee rest and Scotty rest muna din. Maybe ito na rin yung chance for the other guys, di ba, to prove their spot sa team. To me, itong conference na to, kung maging successful, there could be 2 reasons kung bakit. One, nag-take ng next step si RJ and sa kanya na umiikot yung buong sistema ng Barangay Ginebra and the others playing off him. And then number 2, magala San Mig Coffee Mixer sila na lahat nag-step up and kahit sinong gamitin may contribution, di ba? Sabi nga natin kanina, sustained collective effort and hindi naman masama yung depth ng Barangay Ginebra. So yun ang ating Barangay Ginebra conference preview. Again, I have no expectations. I mean, hindi naman no expectations. Expectations ko, ano lang, kumbaga realistic lang. I'm going to be very chill this conference. I'm not going to expect them to play perfect basketball. Pero I hope sana, di ba, the other guys step up. Kung sino-sino man yung mga dapat mag-step up na this conference kasi this is the chance for them. Even yung mga nagbibigyan ng minutes, di ba, hopefully they step up as well. Yung sulitin yung 38 minutes nila and the other guys na yung merong 12 to 16 minutes, di ba, get more minutes kasi maybe they play well and deserve nila to have their minutes increased. So, ayun ang ating Ginebra Conference preview. Good luck to Ginebra this conference. Kita-kits tayo after ng Ginebra Phoenix game later this week. Or kailan nga ba yun? Basta, afternoon. Maraming salamat. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys.